Hey everyone, Soundwave 8084 here, that's to the Battle of the Boss. The winner of the last battle, Earthrise Ironhide, takes on the new challenger, Studio Series 86 Ironhide. We don't have a Studio Series 86 Ratchet, so these two here are up for battle. Tell the tape. Studio Series 86 Ironhide, year 2022, height 5 3/4 inches, weight 4.3 ounces. Earthrise Ironhide, year 2020, height 6 inches, weight 4.4 ounces. Round 1, head sculpt. Up first, Earthrise Ironhide. He's got a good, serious demeanor going on with his head sculpt. Looks like he's ready to kick some Decepticon butt. Nothing bad with this one at all. Studio Series 86, kind of a derpy looking mouth coming on, certain lighting, but to the side you get a better shot of it. It's a very good, accurate cartoon look, I think, for Ironhide. With a serious demeanor and a good cartoon head, I can't pick a winner. This one's a draw. Round 2, body design. They both have the bodybuilder look going on, beefy. I think Earthrise has a little more of the beef up top in the shoulders and bicep area. Has a little more of the height going for the figure. Also, funny enough, Earthrise is a deluxe, whereas Studio Series is a Voyager. You don't really notice it because of the weight, but the engineering is a lot better on Studio Series 86. Body design is really good on both. Depends on which look you're going for. I lean to cartoon, so I'm going with Studio Series 86 Ironhide. Round 3, accessories. The accessories these guys come with is very simple. Earthrise, you got your gun, you got your shield, which is parts forming because it forms the top of the van. 86 Ironhide comes with his dual blasters, which you see on wield one of those in the 86 movie when he got blasted, shot, and killed. So winner here, gonna have to be a draw again. Round 4, articulation. First up is Earthrise Ironhide. This guy has 22 points of articulation. It's really good for our deluxe figure, so you get lots of different poses out of this guy. Like I said, especially for our deluxe kind of figure. Really good posing here. Now moving on to Voyager class, Studio Series 86 Ironhide. He has 25 points of articulation. You get 27 if you want to count that hip skirt and the extra joint in the ankle for transformation. He gets really dynamic poses, and I say the winner here, Studio Series 86 Ironhide. Round 5, quality control. Up we have Earthrise Ironhide. QC problems. There's really nothing major on this figure, except maybe these panels here again can easily pop out during transformation. That is really going to be the biggest QC problem. Also, just be aware that his backpack, a lot of this does have a transparent plastic, which can pose future breakage and too much stress, and everything is applied. Otherwise, not much to speak of. Studio Series 86 Ironhide, QC again. Nothing really major that I've come across. You will eventually get scraping of the silver paint here on the underside of his feet, so that could be a problem. It's because if you handle it on something that's a little bit harder than the surface I'm dealing with. Also, a lot of this here again is made with transparent plastic, and here on his legs, so future breakage can occur. And just these, they tab in, but they don't always stay tabbed in very well, and you don't want to apply too much pressure on the transparent plastic figure of snapping it. Otherwise, nothing major on this guy. Round 5 is going to be another draw. Round 6, transformation. Alright, so first, we'll take a look at Earthrise here for the transformation. If you have the Siege, it's pretty much the same figure, so you do have a little bit of parts forming here to complete the top, but everything else pretty much goes just like you would do on the Siege figure. Open up things, and it also reuses a lot of parts and molding from the Siege figure. So you're going to get this guy into his vehicle mode pretty much by going the same way you did with Siege. You just have to add this on here where you got to do a lot of opening this plastic up and then snapping it on around in the vehicle mode. So these can be a little bit scary. Alright, so Studio Series 86 Ironhide transformation. Again, it's not that bad. It's a little more involved, and there is a few scary points when it comes to this transparent plastic. When you want to get them transformed, you got to force in some tabs that, you could be scared. These back here, and you got to force them in. That can be pretty tricky. Otherwise, he's more complex, and he does do some things very similar to the Siege or Earthrise, but it's not exactly the same. Winner round 6, Earthrise Ironhide. Round 7, alt mode. First up, Earthrise Ironhide. Front of the van, beautiful. It's got the yellow striping right down the side, which is fine. The only problem in the front of the van is that little silver strip. Now we have the Siege tires. The back end, hideously ugly. I do like the little black thrusters up top. Top of the van, again, beautiful. I like the Autobot logo. Underside, I think, tidies up nice and neat. Moving on to Studio Series 86 Ironhide front of the van. In my opinion, I love it. I love the blue windows. I love that it has windows all the way down the side. Yes, there are hinges. This one has 2 on the side, but I think the wheels are done better. Actually has silver paint or silver hubcaps. Back of the van is where it falls apart. There's no blue, but then also the windows don't line up. And then top, you do have the leftover things they're going to use for Studio Series 86 ratchet for the sirens. Everything is tidies up nice and neat under the van. Winner here in alt mode, Studio Series 86 Ironhide. Got to give it to the classic. Alright, so final score. Earthrise had 1 win. Studio Series 86 had 3. And of course, there were 3 draws. Overall polling from YouTube, Instagram, Earthrise only got 13% of the vote on both polls, whereas Studio Series 86 got 87% in both polls from Instagram and YouTube. So overall winner of this Battle of the Bots, Studio Series 86 Ironhide. Anyway, stay tuned to see what's coming up next on Battle of the Bots. It's Legacy Skullgrin versus Generation Skullgrin.